Welcome to this episode of Liberty Creek. That's my starting line on every video almost. So Jen and I are up here again, and again it's going to be just a quick weekend. So we just arrived. It's about 8:30. We got here probably about 8, and we're up here just to check on the cabin, and I brought some mulch with me. And we're going to mulch the garden area around the garden beds and get some of that crap done, or the weeds out of there. And I was hoping it was going to be nice out so we could run into town, grab some plants, come up and plant something in our garden. But it looks like it's probably going to be crappy tomorrow. But if it's not, we're going to head on over to the flea market, see what we can find, and get some plants or something to put in that garden before we miss it all. Well. This sucks. So, it's pouring out, and it poured all night. Jen and I woke up. Jen said she was waking up all through the night, just heard the heavy rain falling. Not me, I sleep with earplugs. So, yeah, kind of crushed all the plans once again. We're leaving tomorrow morning. Unless the sun busts out and dries everything up, which I strongly doubt, it looks like I'll be dealing with tall grass again if we're able to come up next weekend. I have, I think, like 6 bags, 8 bags, 9 bags of mulch in the back of my truck. I'm going to back it up once it stops raining to the garden, just throw it into the garden area. I probably won't be spreading that. Yeah, that sucks too. So it's going to be a cabin Saturday that me and Jen are just relaxing and chilling. We didn't eat breakfast yet. We woke up, hung out, we took a super long shower, hoping that we drained some of the tank, because both those tanks have to be overfilling by now. I definitely have to get an overflow on that second tank, but so that'll probably be happening. I have to pick up a couple pieces for that, but if I have to, I'll run the tanks a little bit. I'll open it up. So yeah, this is what we're looking at. A little disappointing. I wanted to get some stuff done. It's not going to happen, I don't think, today. It's still raining, I swear. I told Jen, I took a break from binge watching Murderbot. It's a series on like Apple TV. It's good. I love science fiction, and I like it. It was interesting so far. I'm just about to watch episode 4. I don't know how many episodes there are, but it said as soon as it gets around noontime, I'm gonna try to go out and take the mulch out of the back of my truck and just throw it in the garden. I'm not going to spread it, or I just want to take the bags out. And I was like, it's raining, but it's not too bad. As soon as I step outside, it starts freaking pouring again. But that's just my luck. So I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna get wet. I'm gonna be pissed off, but it's got to get done. Got to get done. One thing, if you don't have, that I love, I just got it on my Subaru as well, is the auto start, especially if you live in New England. In the winter time, you hit that about 10 minutes before you go out to your car. Get out to your car, and it's nice, warmed up. The windshield's melted all the ice and crap off your windshield and your rear window. It's so great. In this case, it doesn't help too much, but I'm gonna back the truck up. I'm gonna get out, get soaked, and pull the bags and throw them over the fence. So let's do it. I'm gonna take you with me. It is a GoPro. It's waterproof, and I don't know what view you'll have, but let's go check it out. the Band-Aid giveaway. Damn it. Well, he's getting cut somehow. How can I like to spin it? Right back the truck up over here. I can see there's so much damn rain been happening. I'm starting to get ruts from driving on the lawn. Hopefully it won't be too bad. I'll leave the truck here. Then I could, tomorrow I'll be able to load the gas can in the cooler and everything easier. But for today, I think that's about all I'm doing outside. I don't know. If the sun comes out and starts freaking raining, maybe I'll walk around or something, but it's not much you could do. I mean, right now, they're talking about rain for the next like 7 days. Ridiculous. The ground is really going to be a mess next time I come up here because it cannot absorb this much water. I'm gonna go look, make sure there's nothing clogged up, so the drainage is going in all the sections of the yard. But still, this is way too much rain. It's been pouring ever since last night when we got here. All right, let me go see if I could just walk, get the mail, since I'm outside already wet. I'm out here, it's already, I'm wet. So I got the mail, not much happening there. Just some ads. So I'm gonna take a walk over here. I want to see if the drainage over here is still working like I left it. I mean, look at this. That's the fire pit. The drainage in the driveway is working great. I mean, it's really moving. Let's see what's going on. So you see how this whole area gets flooded out, and this is what washes out my trail. And last time we were up here, see how it all coming down? I gotta fix the drainage. You can see that it's just washing out the trail. But what I did over here is I opened up this drain that really helps with the runoff. The only problem is it's running so heavy, the rain. So that feeds over here. That feeds this part of the property. And I put that in a couple years ago, maybe 2 years ago. Battery won't die. Okay, we're live. All right, Jen and I are sitting on the front porch here. It's still raining. I'm smoking this stogie. These are my favorite cigars right now. Now, what kills me is I went to go grab a cigar the other day, and I didn't have any left in my humidor. And so I said, let me stop by the cigar shop real quick. It's right next to my gym. Grab one, and so I could be able to smoke one on the porch and relax, have a little drink. These things are great down east. Jen and I have been trying ciders and
different ciders, different like shandies, like
that's our new kick, man. When we go out to eat or something, we'll try something. I really like Sugar Shack, and I really like this down east. This is good too. Well, it's down east as well, but this is like sour. Tastes like pineapple though.
No, it's a pineapple one.
Oh, that's a pineapple one?
Yeah.
This one tastes like Sugar Shack. I like it. So, smoking my cigar, drinking that, and the story about the cigar is, well, after the gym, I stopped over to grab myself a cigar. I went in there, I grabbed the cigar. This cigar was $14. Unfreaking believable. I was like, holy shit, $14? But I know they're usually about $12 to $14, 12 something. I bought them several times in the past. But what I am, and I'm not advertising for these people, but if you do like smoke cigars, leave your comment down below if you have any tips you could give me about a place to purchase. But I found this place online called I think it's called Cigar Auction. Maybe I'll put it down in my comments, or if you ask me for it, I'll put it down. I have bought my cigars from them for about 2 years now, and it's crazy. You go on there, there's different ways to bid for cigars and stuff. They have auctions, they have quick sales, stuff like that. And after I got home, I was telling Jen how much the cigar cost me, and she said, well, you should have went to your auction place. And I said, I know, but I'm not going to get it by tomorrow. And I went on there. I won the bid. There was like a flash sale, and the prices keep clicking down. And it starts like, there was 5 cigars, this brand, and they started at like, I don't know, $52. And then they'll keep clicking down, $22. Then they'll go reset back to 52. Click down. One time it went down to $12. And I was like, me being me, I just let it keep going, and then it clicked back up to like $60 or something. And actually it was like $52. And I waited, I tried to get that $12 again. I could not get the $12. So I eventually settled, and I clicked on buy now when it hit 13 something. I bought 5 of these cigars for 13 something. Sometimes they give you the option if you want to buy 2 sets, like 2 $5 packs. Sometimes they'll say like minimum 5 for your bid, they'll give you 5. So 5 sets of 5. This was maxed out at 2. So for $26, I got 10 cigars. You cannot go wrong with that. And so they're on their way. I've ordered from them many times before. They come, they work, they're fresh. They usually wrap these with like the cedar inside. What's the rant? This isn't really a rant. It could be a rant. I was driving to work the other day, and I usually have my podcast going. I didn't turn on my podcast. I listened to this one station, and I thought the station was on, but it wasn't. I clicked on the wrong one. It had a talk show. I can't stand those morning talk shows. I just can't stand it. It's like cringe-worthy, some of the stuff they say. So I heard this one, and it was called like a couple court.
Yeah, couples court.
And so I'm listening to it, and the guy calls and says, basically, he has an opportunity to get a new job. He's going to make maybe like 20 grand extra a year, but he has to actually go to the job. Right now, he's working from home. He works from his bed. He sits there with his laptop in his bed, his wife says. She says he's becoming very lazy, and she thinks he should take the opportunity, but it's an hour drive one way, so it's a 2-hour commute every day, and he's going to make about 20 grand more, and he doesn't want to do it. He's perfectly happy working from out of his bed, and he likes to have his freedom. He said during the day, he eats his lunch when he wants to, he goes to the gym when he wants to, and he doesn't want to do a 10-hour commute a week. And so they had callers call in. She said it would be better for them. He'd make a little bit more money, and there's room for advancement at this new job. So he could actually take that and make even more money. So basically at this point, people start calling in. Do you believe not one person sided with the wife? I'm sitting there going, and most of you already know how I feel. I don't know what's going on with men these days, but he's like, I like it the way I am. I like my lifestyle the way it is. We go on vacation once a year. If we want to go out to eat, we could go out to eat once in a while. And I'm totally comfortable. My wife works part-time. She's just mad when she comes home from work. I'm like chilling in my underwear on my computer, and she works part-time, and she gets mad, and she's like, But he's like, I like to do the dishes when I want to do the dishes, go grocery shopping during the day. And the whole time I'm sitting there going, and he's justifying this like, oh, the $20,000 will go to gas. I'll be paying in gas. It's really not worth it. Now, from someone that was there, I was making a certain amount of money for 10 years at this one job. I was really spinning my wheels at this one job. It was paying all the bills just for us, just to get by. And
it was like a 20-minute commute.
Yeah, it was like a 20-minute commute where it was like boom, boom. It was great. After work, I'd go hit the gym, do this and that. I had a little bit more time. And I got an opportunity to make a decent amount more money. And I said, it's an hour commute to work. I'm going towards the city in the morning, so it's a nightmare. And then it's an hour and a half home every day, because where I live, that was rated the worst part of a highway in the America. It actually was. I heard about it. I thought something like LA would be the worst, but they were saying that this part of the highway is the absolute worst in America. I-95 towards the city. So I say, you know what? My goal in life is what has always been to better myself, keep bettering myself, see the opportunity to jump on it, to do it. I didn't care about an hour on the road and an hour and a half home. If it made more money, I could more opportunity, be able to provide for my family, and that's was my goal. And I jumped on that opportunity, and first thing I did is I got rid of my GMC. GMC was about $80 a week to $100 a week gas. It was a V6. I was going through I had a GMC Envoy at the time, got rid of it. Purchased a 4-cylinder Sonata, sipped the gas. Now, the Subaru I bought, I've been buying 4-cylinders ever since I had this job for over 10 years now, and I keep buying 4-cylinders that sips the gas. This newest car I got, I could get to work and back every single day and still at the end of the week have 70 miles I could drive. Is awesome. And $42 last week it cost me to fill up for the whole week, back and forth. Hours I spend in this car. And you know what? I pop on the podcast and I go. So hearing this guy that just wants to be able to like not advance his life and just sit there in his bed and do whatever he does, and he's totally comfortable with it, makes me like want to smack this guy. But I feel for the wife. The wife's complaining. I'm like, well, maybe she wants to not live in an apartment. Maybe she wants to have a house of her own. Maybe she wants to have kids one day. Maybe that's why. And maybe it is kind of shitty when your wife's going out to work and she's coming home and you're like sitting around the house playing on your laptop making money. And you know what? If that's the lifestyle they both agree with, that's good for them. But to have so many callers call in and not see the wife's side to any of this and just saying, working from home is the way to go. And it's not the way to go for many people nowadays. A lot of companies, if I owned a company, I'd be like, get your ass to work. I'm paying for this whole office space, the electricity, everything, and you're sitting at home. And we all know, I don't care. Well, there's certain jobs. If you're doing, coding, programming, if you're doing stuff like that from home and your boss is sitting there and saying, yeah, they're pulling their numbers or whatever it is, it's good to go. But I know for a fact, there are many jobs out there. You are not getting your money's worth out of these people for sitting around in their underwear all day, farting around, getting the job done. They're not pulling their numbers, or if they are pulling their numbers, they're not pulling the numbers they could be if they were under real supervision. So that's my rant on it. Jen had a little bit different take. What do you think about it?
Well, it just depends. If it's truly, helping out the family, or bettering them. Like you said, if they want a house or if they want something, yeah, it should be something he does. But if they're comfortable, they have everything they need. You know, I see what you go through every day getting back and forth from work, and you know, like you said, we go to work, we come home, and you know, it's time for bed, and you're doing it again the next day. I don't, you know, I guess it just depends.
But then again, not to toot my own horn, and sometimes, you know, I like to do that, because I see people, and I'm just like, what are you doing with your life? I am, and you, my subscribers know, I'm always on the go. Jen knows I'm always on the go. I'm always doing something. I'm always physically doing something or mentally doing something. I'm doing something. So, the same things I did at my old job, I still find time to do.
Yeah.
Even with the 2.5 hour commute every single damn day.
Yeah.
Gyms, I still get to go to the gym.
Yeah. Still do.
I still do the yard work at home. You know, sometimes I'm stretched thin, but it all gets done, and I make it happen. And I just don't understand. Like, oh, I like my free time. There's so many people that sit at home and they play video games. And I'm not saying nothing wrong with video games. When I was a kid, I used to play a lot of video games, even when I was a young adult. A lot of video games. A lot. She knew. And I really enjoy them. But, like, sometimes you got to put your life on the right track and be like, all right, what's more important? My health, video games.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
All right, just a lazy weekend, Saturday up at the cabin. We're watching some movie here. This is like our third beginning of a movie we started, and there's nothing good on TV anymore. Thousands of things, nothing good. Try to watch TV, all you do is watch commercials. I don't know what this is, like The Mountain or something like that on HBO. So far, oh man, we've been watching it for 20 minutes, and it's not getting any better. We started watching the Yankee game. I was starting to get pissed off. I'm going to take a break. So Jen made us some delicious chicken and steak and salad, and we just got done eating, and now we're going to sit back, watch some more TV. We took a nap this afternoon. It's been one hell of a productive Saturday at the cabin. No, it hasn't. It's been raining, windy as hell now. I don't know what's going on.
The next morning.
All right, folks, I wish I had more content for you, but it's the next morning. It's Sunday morning. It is 9 o'clock on the dot, and hopefully we'll be out of here by 9:30. We got to head back to Connecticut and do some stuff. It looks like the sun is out, and it'll be out today. It's not a really nice day. It is 43 degrees out. So, yeah, we had a nice, relaxing, chill time at the cabin yesterday. Not much going on, not much content to share with everyone, but Jen and I definitely needed to recharge our batteries, and that's what the cabin's for. We just watched TV, hung out, ate good food, relaxed, sat on the front porch and chilled out. So hope everyone has a great week. Do me a favor, hit the notification bell, give me the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you're not a subscriber, and maybe next video I'll have a little bit better content. I have no idea. Come along and find out. We'll find out what's going on in our lives and what the adventure is next. All right, guys. God bless. Peace.